Hi friends, I'm Nancy D, gratefully recovering food addict. It's nice to see you again. I would like to discuss food addiction in quarantine. It's a tough time for everyone, and the normal person is at home overeating, comforting themselves with food. So for us food addicts, that's probably magnified. And there might be a lot of people out there figuring out for the first time, maybe I have a problem with food. Maybe I need to get some help with that. So I'd like to talk about that. And I think there are four major areas where we need to concentrate to help lift ourselves up out of the food mire. And the four things are gratitude, love, connection, and being helpful. I'd like to start with gratitude. This morning it was nice and sunny, and I woke up and I said, oh, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful day, what a beautiful day. And it just made me feel uplifted and good. Even if, God bless you if you lost your job, whatever really tough circumstances, you're locked in with people that are very difficult to deal with or to live with. My prayers are with you. But we can always find reasons to be thankful. We do have a roof over our heads. We do have heat or cooling so that we're comfortable. We do have food. I can say that the first time I went to the grocery store and the whole meat section was wiped out, empty. That did trigger me as a food addict. That did trigger me. But I took a deep breath and thought, well, there are other supermarkets around. I'm lucky. I'm in a highly populated community, and we have several grocery stores. So I went to a different grocery store that people, maybe it's not as popular, and they did have things that I was looking for. And also, we're always concerned with what we want, and I know with my higher power, I have faith and trust that I will always have what I need. Not necessarily what I think I want, but what I need. There are social agencies, churches, government programs that help people that are completely down and out. And also, you'll see on the good news networks, people just helping each other in any way they can. It's really a beautiful thing, and it's something to have a lot of gratitude for. I have gratitude that as an introvert, I have a lot of time to myself. I can think and reflect, and I'm keeping busy with making masks. I have lots of fabric. I've been a sewer all my life, and I've accumulated lots of fabric, so I have plenty to keep me busy. And I set up my assembly line in my living room with my sewing machine, and I have my laptop on the side playing old movies from the 30s and the 40s. I enjoy those. No, I'm not that old. I'm old, but not that old. But I enjoy that. I just have gratitude for this time of quiet and reflection, and the rest from the busyness of our normal day-to-day. And gratitude is just a very important thing, and you can make a gratitude list that might be helpful. Even just, I can take a warm shower with this nice smelling soap and just appreciate that, the feeling of being nice and clean, and having the time to do things that possibly we didn't have time to do before. I know I'm on Zoom meetings as, oh, that's a little dirty. I could probably have, fix that, and things that I'd never noticed before because I'm busy going in and out meetings and this and that. So it's a difficult adjustment, but I can see the blessings in it, and I hope you look for the blessings also in this quarantine situation. Now, love is so important. That helps lift us up. The opposite of love is fear. So if we're experiencing a lot of fear, don't beat yourself up. That's okay. It's human. It's natural. I might want to ask you not to have the doom and gloom news channel on 24/7. That is, I don't know why it's that way, but it seems to incite fear and panic, and I really don't think that's necessary. We can be informed and not have to delve into the dark side of whatever dark thing someone seems to be getting into. Politics, I used to be a political junkie. In my disease, I'd sit there on Sunday morning, watch the political shows, and munch popcorn and scream at the TV, just like a sporting event. I no longer do that in recovery. It doesn't help me at all. It doesn't make one difference in the world. I know the periphery, what's happening politically. I don't have to go down the rabbit hole with that. Okay, love. I get off on the track. Love. So I've done meditations on self-love. During this time, that would really be a great project to work on your self-love, taking care of yourself, taking a shower every once in a while, eating healthy foods, getting up off the couch, get outside for some fresh air and exercise. I was in a workshop one time, meditation. I don't even know what the topic was, but we had a guided meditation. It's like, think of the happiest day of your life. What was that day? And one of probably the first or second happiest day of my life was when my daughter was born, when I held her for the first time. And you can kind of go to that place. I mean, we easily go to the negative places, listing off, this is wrong, that is wrong, I don't like this about myself, this is wrong about me, on and on forever. But we can go to a place of happiness and love also. We can think of that person that we love so much and why we love them and how we first met that person and what meaning that person has brought into our lives. I have a photo that I absolutely love of my grown daughter and her dog. She's had a year and a half, maybe 2 years, her dog. I've only been able to meet the dog once, but it is a precious thing. I won't show you I covered up the picture of my daughter, but this is, now, is that a happy face? Is that love? That is love. If you're lucky enough to have a pet, show them some extra love and they'll love you extra back. And we can reach out to our loved ones, not maybe the family members that suck our souls, but maybe the ones that we admire and love and want to emulate, to be like, living or dead. Just thinking of the people that we admire and that we love and that have loved us. My grandmothers were such loving people and thought I was the best thing, and that's really, really happy too. That's really nice to remember and think about. Connection. It's really important to be alone together. That's a new term, alone together. connections. Well, as a food addict, that makes me think of meetings, because that's an important connection for me. Faith organizations, special interest clubs. It seems like everyone is having online meetings. So it just seems very easy to have connections, even though we're not in the same room with someone. We can still have the connection, the contact, eye to eye even, face to face, virtually. What a blessing it is in this day and age that we have this available to us. And also reach out to those people that might be alone, might be frightened. I'm thinking of the elderly population. They're thinking, I lived my whole life and now this, I have to be quarantined. It's not bad enough. I don't get around as well as I used to. Now I'm forced to stay here and I can't have visitors. So give that person a call, reach out, a neighbor, offer to get groceries if they can't get out. Do whatever we can. And then being of service, being helpful. We know, studying the 12 steps, that the 12th step is being of service to others. Help in ways you can. I feel good that I'm not wasting my time. I'm making face masks, and I've made about 40 so far. I haven't been obsessively making them. I've been I guess filling my time, filling extra time with making the face masks, and it's a good feeling to be able to contribute somehow. People are having trouble finding them, and you can wrap a scarf, whatever, that works fine too. But showing a little love. I'll ride in the elevator with someone, and they say, "Well, I don't have a mask." I said, "Well, what's your unit number? I'll drop one off for you." So I was using my sewing machine so much I had to take it to the repair shop, and there I found a place where I could drop off masks in adult sizes and children's sizes for the local children's hospitals. So that's another good feeling to help out. Helping the neighbor, cut their grass. I think of the elderly at first to be helpful in your neighborhood, your building, whatever. But other people, there are people that are struggling that don't have a recovery program, and they don't have the 12 steps to rely on. So see where you can be helpful. Get out of your own head, get off the couch, turn off the TV, and sit with yourself a little bit. When I'm in a stressful situation like this quarantine stuff, I tend to double down on the self-care, so I have more time to do it now. I make sure I have my 45 minutes of exercise a day. I do about 15 minutes of a DVD. Leslie Sansone, I've been doing her walk aerobics for decades and just love it. It's perfect if you're obese or just starting exercising, or you just want to keep in shape. So I do a little Muscle Mile 1, it's called, with weights, light weights, low impact, 15 minutes, and then I do up to a half an hour on the rebounder, bouncing, jogging in place, or just, I know it's kind of funny to think of, but I kind of just jog back and forth in my living room while I'm watching Perry Mason. I had gotten out of the habit of watching TV. I don't watch news at all. Haven't watched it for several years, and it's really been good for my mental health. But I haven't been watching other TV either. Maybe some PBS, Masterpiece Theater, Sunday night, whatever. But now that I've been in, I try to get my exercise done and meditation, 15, 20 minutes meditation. After my exercise, I like to sit, rest, cool down, and that's when I have my meditation time. Say prayers for everyone in the world, and then just kind of sit in the silence and think of nothing, maybe hear what God has for me to do today. And if you have trouble meditating, just, there are guided meditations on YouTube for absolutely any subject. I was feeling, last week I was just feeling angry, and I couldn't really put my finger on it. I was just feeling kind of angry, maybe the situation, I don't know. So I listened to a guided meditation on anger and resentment, and that helped lift it. And if I'm still feeling that way, I'll do another one. There's plenty to choose up from for any time limit you can think of. Also, that reminds me of sleep. If someone's having trouble sleeping because they're worried, anxiety swimming through their head, that is a perfect time to put an earphone in on your cell phone or whatever, and put a guided meditation in. They have lots of sleep meditations, and that way, it's kind of quiet. You're not going to be disturbing your partner in bed. Where there's a will, there's a way. If we just think about, oh, this is awful, this is bad, horrible, so different, I hate it, yeah, okay, so have your pity party, and then pull up your big girl or big boy pants and say, how am I going to make the best of this each day? We only have this day. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. Past is the past. We only have this day. Let's make it a good day, a productive day, a happy day. I think that's all I have. God bless you. You're in my prayers, and we're happier if we think on the positive side. We're happier, and worry and fret doesn't help anyone else. It does no good whatsoever. Doesn't help anyone. But if we can try to keep a more positive attitude, look on the brighter side, that radiates out and helps everyone. So, God bless.